So here we are working on a reduction of the lawn, and we normally just dig up the sods, but this backbreaking work on my husband's back's bad and my back's bad. So we're using this little tiller that we've had for many years, and I gotta say it's still doing a really good job. So I'm just gonna go through and rake out the weeds later on. But I don't even know if they make this anymore. Do they make this little Yardworks tiller?
Yes, it looks different, but same thing.
So we have the little electric tiller from Yardworks, and it's actually, move over here so you don't get my shadow. It's going right through the sod, making it a lot easier than having to dig up the sods. Because I'm going to be removing all the flowers in my rock walls in front so that I can get the grass out of those. Move back here. And extending the flower bed so we can reduce some of the lawn. The less lawn, the better. And the flowers all have medicinal purposes. I think the large rose is going to go in here. And that has beautiful rose hips on it. It's going to be a nice backdrop. And we have a lot of daylilies. That'll also be going in here. So I'll just take you out front now while he's doing that and show you some of the flowers, or a lot of the flowers that we're going to be moving. Sorry about the sunshine, and I have a scratch on my camera lens. But the potentillas that we have here are just getting too high, and now they're shading my vegetable garden, and I don't want that. So we're going to take out all these potentillas here and put them up along the top of the rock wall here, where there's only daylilies now, and they're getting overtaken with weeds, and they're not tall enough. So I think the tallness of these will give us some privacy up there, and taking them out of here will give us more sunshine on our vegetable garden, which is the most important. So this is going to be quite an undertaking. Instead of having a variety of different plants like I have going on here, which the grass is just driving me crazy, I'm going to have the potentillas up in the top. Now it's not going to look great the first year or two until they all fill in nice. And then next I'm going to do the geraniums in the center wall. And on the bottom wall, I'm thinking that I'm going to do probably geums, but I'm not sure. And maybe I'll have a little bit of a variety on the bottom wall, so because there's just so many plants in here. And this big rose is going to be quite difficult to move. It's all going to have to be cut back. This will be the last thing that I'll move because it's fruiting now. And I'm going to have to cut it right back, probably a couple of inches from the ground, and then remove it and move it. So some big things happening, a lot of work. But we'll just start with that top wall for now and get rid of those daylilies and get them moved over there to the new garden. And what else is happening here? We have lots of lettuce bolting, which I'm really happy for because I'd love to have the seeds. Want more of those seeds. We already harvested the potatoes. And here's the little grapes. I think some are starting to turn, but they're still very small. I think this camera is going to pick it up. I've been having camera issues. I've also been collecting the calendula seeds. There's a seed pod for calendula flowers. Really strange little seeds on these. Let's just take some off and I'll show you in the shade. There's the calendula seeds, and they produce quite a lot, so once you grow calendula the first time and you collect your own seeds, you'll have loads for years to come. And the same goes for poppies. Poppies have quite a nice little pod on the top here, and it's like a little shaker. When it's fully ripe, all the seeds can shake out of the top, and it's really neat. So we're gonna have a lot of poppy seeds as well. There's a little tiny poppy. And these roses are almost finished blooming, and the little hips are starting to form. They're still green. Different varieties of roses have different timing on their hips. And we've already cleaned out the front rock wall to widen the driveway a little bit. Looks a little tidier. This was a little fall garden tour. And things are still looking pretty. Love that burning bush in the background. It's starting to change. Beautiful colors. And our Chinese lanterns are turning orange. So pretty for October. So look at those. Love those. They dry really well. So I'm off to give a hand to finish off this extended flower garden. And hopefully we'll still have some nice weather for another little garden update before the snow comes. Although they say that there may be snow this very weekend, so hope there's no snow tonight. So here it is, all finished. It's about a 2-hour project. And we have a lot more room here now for extra plants. And I'll cut out here. Oh, it's the entire back of what was just a little flower bed in the middle of the lawn. So we took everything out to the tree line and made a lot of extra room to transplant all the plants that are out front.